Welcome back. Tonight's edition of Lance's Journal focuses on one of the most notable Nebraska artists of all time. His name is Keith Jacobshagen, and you'll soon find out why his work is so identifiable. Our Lance Schwartz joins us now with the story of a man who never met a horizon line he didn't love. Right, Lance?
That is so true. He loves the horizon. He loves the sun in the sky, the clouds. It's a beautiful thing. Keith Jacobshagen is definitely one of us. He doesn't need mountains, and he can live without oceans. He appreciates the plains like nobody I've ever known. And I think that affection for Nebraska landscape shines through in each one of his works of art.
I'm never in the studio without music on.
This Wichita, Kansas native is a landscape painter.
That's been my passion since I was in grad school.
After graduating from the Kansas City Art Institute, Keith Jacobshagen interviewed for an art professor job at UNL in 1968.
I didn't think I wanted to be in Nebraska. I really wanted to be close to Kansas City, where it was all going on.
This building would help change Keith's mind.
I said, well, I want to go next door to this art museum and spend some time in there.
Keith fell in love with this UNL campus gym.
The Sheldon Memorial Art Galleries was just filled with extraordinary artists from the East Coast and the West Coast.
Keith enjoyed teaching at UNL.
I was in it because I enjoyed students very much, and I enjoyed imparting whatever information I could give them.
After studying a fair share of Keith's artwork, I affectionately referred to him as a horizonologist.
I like that word. I'm going to use that. I'm stealing that from you.
Keith has been appreciating the horizon for a long time.
My father was a pilot and had taught me to fly, so I was flying. And then a horizon line's important to you when you're flying.
That's why that place where the earth meets the sky plays a starring role in each of Keith's paintings.
I realized that there was something going on with the horizon emotionally, not necessarily intellectually at that point. It was emotional.
Keith has painted hundreds of landscapes over the past half century and
never gets old. It's never gotten old.
Keith is continually inspired by nature in Nebraska.
I need it. I mean, I need it. It's like fuel for me.
He's very prolific.
Paula is Keith's wife of 31 years.
I'm glad that he's doing something he really loves.
The first thing you see with the Jacobshagen painting is sky.
Buck Keishel always has a Jacobshagen hanging in his downtown Lincoln gallery.
Keith has been really the Midwestern's leading landscape artist since probably about 1985.
The teaching career is in the rearview mirror, but at the age of 76, Keith still looks forward to painting 7 days a week.
It's the best job in the world, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, if you'd like to see some of Keith's work in person and listen to him discuss some of his latest paintings, head on down to the Keishel Fine Art Gallery at 12th and O right here in Lincoln. Next Friday night, Keith's talk will begin at 7 p.m. That's 1 week from tonight, Max.
So 2 impressive extended careers.
This man is fabulous. I tell you, he went 40 years at UNL as a professor. That's pretty awesome in itself.
It's impressive.
But then, oh, by the way, he just happened to become the Midwest's most acclaimed landscape artist of all time.
Dreams. That's what dreams are made of. Thank you so much, Lance. We're going to have your full forecast coming up next.
Storytelling